Hello everyone. In this class, we are going to discuss about the reverse transcriptase PCR. RT, it is also called as the RT-PCR. RT-PCR refers to PCR that uses product of an reverse transcription reaction as a template. It is a variant of polymerase chain reaction, and here in this process, complementary DNA or the cDNA is first produced from the RNA targets by reverse transcription, and then cDNA is then amplified by using the PCR. And here in this PCR, the RNA molecules are going to be converted into the DNA, which is called as the cDNA. Those cDNA are further amplified by using the PCR methods. And here the reverse transcription is accomplished through the action of the transcriptase enzyme, an enzyme isolated from the RNA virus. This enzyme reverse transcriptase, it is going to convert the or it is going to synthesizes the complementary DNA strands from the RNA. So here this enzyme, it is called as the reverse transcriptase, which is going to synthesizes the complementary DNA strands from the RNA. And here the Harvard team made the discovery of the reverse transcriptase enzyme in the Ross sarcoma virus initially. And here in the later in 1970s, the David Baltimore isolated reverse transcriptase enzyme from two RNA viruses. One is the RMLV virus and one more is the RSV virus. And here both David Baltimore and also the Harvard team, both of them shared Nobel Prize in the year 1975 in the field of physiology and medicine for their aforesaid achievements. And here in the reverse transcriptase PCR, the most preferred reverse transcriptase enzyme for the long mRNA template is the MMLV-RT enzyme. And here we are going to discuss about the principle of the reverse transcriptase PCR. And here in this case, for this experiment or for this technique, we need to have the RNA. So here we need to isolate the RNA, and here those RNAs are going to be used here, and here those RNAs are going to be undergo reverse transcribed with the help of the primers and also the enzyme reverse transcriptase. And here the RNA from the RNA strand. So here the complementary DNA strands will be synthesized with the use of the enzyme called as the reverse transcriptase enzyme, and also the primer. And here the cDNA which is formed here, which is complementary to the RNA which is present in the sample. And here this cDNA will be further amplified in the PCR. And here it is going to produce the more and more copies of the cDNAs from the samples. And here in this case, as I told you earlier, the first step is nothing but the cDNA synthesis. And here in the cDNA synthesis, the RNA will be from the RNA strand, the complementary DNA strands will be synthesized, which is called as the cDNA or the complementary DNA strand by the enzyme reverse transcriptase. And here to perform this step or to synthesize the cDNA, we need the primers. And here the primers which are used in the cDNA synthesis, it can be either non-specific primers or it can be the sequence specific primers. Under the non-specific sequence primers, so here there are two types are there. The one is the random hexamers, or nothing but the mixture of all possible combinations of 6 nucleotide sequences that can attach randomly to the mRNA and initiate the reverse transcription of entire RNA pool. And here we need to, for this purpose, we need to isolate the RNA from the sample or from the source. And here to that we need to add these random primers. And here these random primers are going to attach to the randomly to the all the mRNA molecules in the sample and going to synthesize all the mRNA which are present in the sample. And here the one more is nothing but the oligo DT primers. And here these oligo DT primers are complementary to the poly A tail of the mRNA molecules and allows the synthesis of the cDNA only from the mRNA molecule. And here you need to understand here in this case, all the mRNA molecules will be at their three terminal end. They will be having the poly A tail. And here if you are going to use the oligo DT primer means, so here these oligo DT primers are going to bind to the poly A tail which is present in the 5' end of the mRNA. And here after the binding to the mRNA molecule, so here the enzyme the reverse transcriptase, it is going to synthesize the complementary DNA strand from the mRNA molecule. So that here the next one is nothing but that we can use the oligo-DT primers. And here the one more primer that we can use is nothing but the sequence specific primers. And here these sequence specific primers are the most restricted because they are designed to build selectively to mRNA molecules of interest, which makes reverse transcription of the target specific process. And here in this case, these primers are going to be used if you are going to interested to only the synthesize only the cDNA of the specific interest. So here at the time you can choose for the sequence specific primers. And here, as I told you earlier, so here in the conversion of the mRNA into the DNA, or here from the mRNA, a complementary DNA strand will be synthesized, which is called the cDNA. So here, that process we are going to call that one as the reverse transcription. It can be done using the three kinds of primer. One is nothing but the random hexamer primers, and this second one is nothing but the oligo-DT primers, and the third one is nothing but the gene-specific primers. So here, all these three different kind of primers, it can be used in the production of the complementary DNA strand from the mRNA molecule. And here, after the synthesis of the cDNA from using these three different primers, so here this cDNA it can be used in the amplification or the PCR amplification. And here in the reverse transcription or the reverse transcriptase PCR, there are two types are there. So one is the one step process, and the second one is nothing but the two step process. And here in the one step process, so here the both the process of the reverse transcription and also the PCR, it can be done in the only the one reaction step. So here for this purpose, all the components which includes the enzyme, reverse transcriptase, RNA, buffer, PCR, mass mix, everything is going to be added into the single reaction tube. So that here both the reverse transcription, that is nothing but the production of the cDNA, and also the amplification of the cDNA in the PCR. So here both of these process it can be done in the single tube in the one step process. And in the second method is nothing but the two step process. And here in this case, the reverse transcription it is going to be carried out in the one reaction, whereas the amplification of the cDNA it is going to be carried out in the second reaction. And here in the step 1, so here we need to add the reverse transcriptase enzyme, RNAs, and the primers, DNTPs, everything we need to add. So that here from the RNA, the cDNA will be formed with the help of the enzyme, reverse transcriptase, and the primers. So here the cDNA will be formed. And here after this, an aliquot of the cDNA will be transferred into the second tube. And here in the second tube, we need to add the DNA polymerase, cDNA template, PCR primers, DNTPs, and everything. So here in the second tube, we can able to perform the PCR where the cDNA will be amplified. So that here we can do it in the two-step process. And here, as I told you earlier, so here in the one step RT-PCR. So here the cDNA synthesis and the PCR are performed in a single reaction tube. And here gene specific primers can direct the cDNA synthesis and the amplification of the specific target. And here one of the major advantages of this method is nothing but the minimal sample handling, reduced bench time, closed tube reactions, and the reduces the chance of the any pipetting errors and also the cross contamination. Because so here all the process of the cDNA synthesis and also the amplification of the cDNA, everything it is going to be carried out in a single step. So that here we can able to minimize the cross contamination and also the pipetting errors. And the two-step process in nothing but in this case the cDNA synthesis is going to be carried out by using the random hexamers, oligo-DT primers, and also the gene-specific primers, which is going to give rise to the mixture of cDNA molecules. And here these may mixture the cDNA synthesis in the one reaction, an aliquot of this one will be transferred into the second tube, and here in the second tube these cDNAs it can be amplified. And here this extra step, which is so here this requires an extra open tube, more pipetting manipulation it may happen, or and longer hands-on time, which may lead to the greater variability, and also the risk of contamination also will be more. And here now we are going to discuss about the applications of the reverse transcriptase PCR. And here the exponential amplification via reverse transcriptase polymerase chain reaction provides for the highly sensitive technique in which a very low copy number of RNA molecules it can be detected. RT-PCR it is widely used in the diagnosis of genetic diseases, and semi-quantitatively also it can be used in the determination of the abundance of specific different RNA molecules within the cells or tissue as a measure of gene expression. So we can also study the gene expression also from the samples. And here the RT-PCR is used for the detection of the RNA viruses. So here, especially in the quantitative RT-PCR assays, commonly used for the detection of the many different kind of viruses. For example, HIV and the HCV also. RT-PCR it is commonly used in the research methods to measure the gene expression, as I told you earlier. Thank you.